Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Actique, and today Jagex released some updates to RuneScape called Your Community Features, and it's a big batch of little fixes to RuneScape, so it's very nice that they're taking into consideration all the feedback that they have been receiving on the forums. So some of the updates that were added are beam of light. When you get like 1 million or more drop, there is a beam of light, and I was actually trying to get a clip of this. I was like looking for a drop for 2 hours, but I didn't get anything. So the beam of light shows when the drop is worth more than 1 million, or sometimes it also shows clue scrolls and effigies and some other rare untradeable drops. Also, there is an ability to add nodes to friends list right now. So for example, I can go here and I can add a node, and I can, for example, put in my clan name, so I know that this person is in my clan, and when I hover the mouse over it, it says it's in the clan with me, or it says the message that I wrote. And similarly, you can just put pretty much anything to any player's name, so whenever somebody, for example, sells something to you, you can put, this is the guy I bought divination energy from, so that's very useful. Also, there's an animation when you log in, and some of the emotes, or actually a lot of the emotes, were improved, or I don't know, in some case they were broken, to be honest, but I don't know, they look a bit more smooth. For example, this is different than it was before, and this definitely looks different than it was before. And one thing I didn't like, to be honest, because I liked the old emote so much, is that they switched this emote. So now it jumps and lifts the legs, so it's a bit different than before. But yeah, they fixed some of the emotes, so it's kind of nice that they're updating it, but I think this should have kept it the way it looked before, like more so, but whatever, it's not a bad update. So yeah, also you can use the loyalty program outfits in free-to-play worlds, and you can also use max Scape and completionist Scape in free-to-play worlds. So whenever you log into free-to-play world, usually you would get removed, the max Scape would get removed from your back, but now you can use it on free-to-play world, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, they changed that in ActiqueRS log. There's a lot of more announcements from the drops and things you get, so that's gonna update more often. Also, they added a broadcast filter, which is kind of nice. So you can just choose here to filter or not filter broadcasts. So before, you needed to have the game messages on, and you would see the max Scape things like somebody got a max Scape or something like that, but now you can just choose the broadcast and you will get all the broadcast messages even if you have the game messages filtered, so that's very useful. Also, they added the fireworks for all the round 10 million XP that you get after reaching 99. So for example, when I got my 20 million cooking, I would get fireworks, but I got it before, so I can't show it now. But I will show it probably with Constitution, or I will see it myself when I get Constitution, so that's nice. Also, there's a new chat tab which is called Trade and Assistance, so that's kind of useful, at least if you do a lot of trading in World 2. And you can also enter the sinkholes nowadays with Daemonheim Aura and the Ring of Daemonheim, what's it called, the Ring of Kinship. So you can use those inside the sinkholes, or I don't know if they're any beneficial there, but the point is that when people are doing dungeoneering, they have these 2 items in their inventory, and before you needed to put them to the bank, but now you don't need to do it, so it's very nice. Also, they did some usability updates, so now you can drag and drop items onto each other. So I will post a video, I'll show it how it works. So this is how the drag and drop works. So you just click on air orb and you can just, what? Apparently it doesn't work with battle staves yet, so there's some kind of a glitch. So let me find some other item. Well, apparently I couldn't get it to work, but yeah, they said that you can drag and drop items onto each other, but when I do this, it doesn't do anything. or when I use the dwarf weed on the potion, it doesn't do anything, or if I use the dwarf weed on the vial of water, it doesn't do anything. So I still have to do it the old school way. But yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Also, they changed that in Daemonheim, when you burn the food, it actually stacks also, so that's useful. And you can somehow toggle off the quick inventory slots, so I don't know if there is a way. I didn't find this, but you can apparently toggle off the quick inventory so you don't use them. And yeah, when you remove items, for example, let me show you. When you remove items that you are all wearing and you have an aura activated, it doesn't deposit the aura, so it doesn't like lose the effect from the aura. So let's see this. So we wear the festive aura and let's activate it. Okay, so now we have our beautiful wings or something like that. And when we deposit everything, it doesn't deposit the, okay, we have to deposit all the gear. So yeah, it doesn't deposit it anymore, so it only deposits the items, so I will keep my wings when I do that. Also, it shows the bonus XP that you have when you use the bubble, like when you hover over the mouse on the bubble when you do skilling. But I don't think I get the bubble anymore because I have 99 in all skills, so, and I don't have bonus XP in the engineering, so I cannot really show that. And when you are doing divination, you can just deposit all, like when you put the balls to the rift, you can just click number 1, for example, on keyboard to choose this option, or you can choose this option by pressing 3, so that's pretty useful. Also, when you get the wasteless smithing thing, when you have used the thing that you can buy from Daemonheim, the text is on orange, so you can see what color it is. And yeah, when you use bank, this no longer turns into a black box, so now you can just see the familiar options even when you have opened the bank, so that's pretty useful. Also, Jagex added a right-click option to Daemonheim Smuggler, and you can just right-click it and check collect, and you can just collect all the runes that you get from the Daemonheim aura. And also you will get the potion when you begin one floor, so you get the potion right away, so I think you don't have to collect it from the interface anymore. And yeah, they also added a fill-in or fill option to gem bag, so that's kind of useful if somebody uses the gem bag, but I don't really use it, so I don't know if it's useful for anyone. But that's it about the updates that Jagex showed on the website, but there are more than that. So when you go to Grand Exchange, you will notice that the interface has changed. It's very dark, so I don't really like that it's so dark. But yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. And also Jagex released some interesting things in the patch notes, so I will show what I found. So you remember the World Wakes quest? There was the last zone where you talk with Gatix, and when you speak with him, like the zone, you can enter the zone again now with the fairy rings, so that's really useful. And it's called the Naragi Homeland, and you can just use the code AIS, so I will show you how it works. So let's go there. It's loading. And AIS, so we can just use this code and we can go to the Naragi Homeland, so that's pretty nice. So as you can see, this is the end of the World Wakes quest, so that's useful, but I won't show much more so I don't spoil anybody from the quest. But point is that you can just come here again, so it's kind of nice, and I like how the scenery looks like. So you can just come here and investigate all these things and read the lore again or something like that. Also, some little useful things that were also on the patch notes but not on the main web page was that the drop rate of Sirenic scales has been significantly improved for all monsters that are capable of dropping them. So I tried to hunt the Sirenic scales a little bit, like 2 hours, but I didn't get any Sirenic scales. So they are still quite rare, so it's not like they're super common now. Also, Chaos Giants have their drop tables rebalanced, so I don't know what that means, because I don't know, I felt that that was kind of a dead content on release because it gives only level 60 items and people have like 90 plus items. So yeah, I don't know what that means, but they said that that's rebalanced. But pretty much everything else that was on the patch note wasn't that useful. Well, this was useful. Okay, so you can no longer use Portent of Life within clan wars, so that's probably to avoid some kind of a glitch abuse. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything about the updates that Jagex added today. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, leave some comments and leave it a like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.